It was a cool summer day on the island of Sodor. The engines were busy throughout the day taking goods trains, pulling passengers, and delivering mail. Everybody was having a good time. Well, almost everyone. Anyway, at the end of the day at Timoth's Sheds, Gordon, Henry, James, Edward, Percy, and Emily were talking about their day's adventures, just as Thomas steamed in with an envelope attached to his buffer beam.
Hey guys, check this out. My driver found this invitation taped under my bunker. It says that there's a party tonight at Ufstead Castle, and we're invited.
Who invited all of us, Thomas?
The invitation doesn't say who it's from.
And another thing, why does this host want us at Ufstead anyway?
Emily may have a point. It does seem creepy to be visiting at night.
Looks like somebody is being a scaredy engine again.
I am not! In fact, I'll prove it by going to that party!
Is there any more info about the invitation, Thomas?
Well, it doesn't say much. It just says that all of us have to be there by 9 p.m. tonight. And that includes you, James. Oh, man.
Castle creeps. Later that evening, the engines left Timoth's Sheds and were hopping towards Ufstead Castle. Suddenly, clouds started to cover the summer moon, and it started to drizzle rain. The engines didn't mind at first, but then it started to rain harder. Henry didn't like this because he still wasn't used to the rain. The engines had to get out of the storm, so they picked up speed until they finally reached the gates of the castle grounds. The engines hurried into the castle as fast as they could, and as soon as the last engine rushed inside, the gate closed behind them. However, when they got inside, there was no one in the castle.
Hello. Is anybody here?
Thomas? Is that you?
What? Lady? Toby?
Bust my buffers! Were you all invited too?
Yeah, and you guys?
Yep.
Now that we know you guys are here, do any of you know who our host is?
I don't think so, Henry. I don't think anyone knows.
Maybe he's probably making a grand entrance or something.
Well then, I'll take a look around to see if he's coming.
Just as Duck was starting to look around, Edward saw an envelope taped underneath Duck's coal bunker.
Duck, there's something taped underneath your bunker.
Really? Where?
Hang on, Duck. I got it.
Well, what does the letter say?
Good evening, everyone. I am your host. I am a ghost.
The engines were surprised to hear this.
By the time you finish reading this letter, I will possess one of you and use your body to murder everyone in the castle.
Oh no! We need to get out of here!
Duck, wait! The note says that anyone who tries to leave will die.
No!
He's dead!
Yeah, right!
What do you mean, yeah, right?
Come on! Isn't it obvious that this is all another elaborate prank?
What do you mean, Percy?
Think about it! Earlier at the Sheds, James called me a scaredy engine. So I think that he, Gordon, and Henry are scaring us tank engines again, including Edward and Emily.
Percy, I swear we're not pranking you this time.
Then what about the pile of scrap? Looks fake to me.
It looks real to us, Percy.
Honestly, would the three of us ever think of planning on something like this?
Yeah, Duck is dead.
The question is, who could have done this?
Okay, here's what we know. From a note James read, one of us is possessed. If we all want to survive the night here and stay alive, we have to figure out who's hiding a ghost inside their mortal body.
But how, Thomas?
If I may ask, lady, do you have any ghost detecting magic that can help us track down the ghost?
No. If I did have that kind of magic, I don't think I would want to use it.
Oh no! What are we going to do now?
I got an idea. Let's find some candles or bright lights. That way, when the lights go out again, we'll be able to catch the murderer.
That sounds like a good idea, Gordon. Alright, here's the plan. Lady, Thomas, Edward and I will check out one side of the castle. Percy, you, Henry and Toby will check out the basement. And Gordon and Emily, you two stay here. Alright, let's do this.
So with the plan agreed on, the engines split up and began their search to find candles.
Henry, if I may ask, are you, James, and Gordon seriously pulling a prank on all of us tonight?
What? No! Why would we want to go this far, Toby? I mean, really? The three of us plan a prank here at Ufstead Castle on a dark and rainy night?
Not to mention killing Duck too.
Yeah, Percy's right. I would never do something like that to Duck, even if he was being all Great Western this and Great Western that.
Hey guys, check this out over here.
Percy and Henry huffed over and were surprised to see Toby right next to a box of glow sticks that hadn't been used.
Awesome. Nice job, Toby.
Ah!
Ah! It's a ghost train! Ah!
Percy looked behind him and saw a white figure engulf Henry and Toby. Before anyone could do anything, the ghost disappeared with Henry and Toby into the darkness. I gotta get out of here! Guys! Reassemble! Reassemble! Come on, where are you guys?
What's going on here?
Percy, calm down. What's the matter with you?
And where are Henry and Toby?
A ghost got them!
Don't you mean you got the ghost?
Guys, calm down! Look, if there really is a ghost killer, then we should stay together as a group. He can't take us all on if we're all in a big group.
I guess that could work, Edward.
Anyway, did you guys find any lights or candles we can use?
No, we couldn't find any. We even checked with Stephen and Millie at their sheds, but they didn't have any.
Well, me, Toby, and Henry found a box of glow sticks in the basement, but there's no way I'm going back there!
What are you thinking about, James?
Well, I've been thinking that someone here isn't who they appear to be. Because I know you, Lady, and Thomas couldn't be the murderers since you were all with me. Let me ask you something, Percy. Only the real Percy would know this question. What was my original colour before you came to Sodor?
Black. Thomas told me after my first runaway incident with Gordon, and my driver read the books to me.
Okay, you're the real Percy.
So, who else was absent when Henry and Toby disappeared?
What? You think me and Gordon did it?
Oh, come on! Me and Emily stayed in this one spot, so that means we're not murderers.
Sure! Well, if you two aren't the murderers, then answer these questions, you two. For Gordon, how come you dislike pulling goods trains? And for Emily, were you really scared when Salty told Thomas who told you and Henry the story of the flatbeds of fear? Only the real Gordon and Emily would know that!
No. No, I wasn't scared of the story of the flatbeds of fear. And that doesn't make any sense, Percy.
Yeah, and the reason for why I dislike pulling goods trains is none of your business.
Sounds suspicious. I bet you two did it.
Yes, they did it! They're possessed! Tie them up, quick!
Oh yeah? Well, before we do that, answer me this, lady. What did I tell you when we first met 16 years ago? Word for word.
Thomas, there's no way I would remember that.
Oh. I remember it.
You're not lady! Drivers, tie her up!
What? Wait, guys! Look!
The engines looked over and saw flying towards them was the same white figure Percy saw earlier.
Oh my god! A real ghost!
The ghost, however, took no notice of Thomas, Percy, James, or Edward. It instead flew towards Gordon, Emily, and Lady. When the ghost touched their boilers, the 3 engines melted.
Oh god! This wasn't supposed to happen!
Aha! I knew you were pranking us this whole time!
Ugh, fine, you got me. This whole thing was all a setup to begin with. The door, Duck, Henry, and Toby. Oh, I forgot. The 3 of them should be hiding in a separate room. Follow me.
James led the 3 engines to a different room of the castle. Soon they found Duck, Henry, and Toby in the dim light. But when they got closer, they were shocked at the sight before them. Duck, Henry, Toby's faces were dead and deformed, and their bodies were severely damaged and scratched up. I can't take this anymore! I'm getting out of here! Just then, the lights went out again. Get away from me!
Hang on, Percy. Hang on. What is... Help! It's the ghost! He's got me! Help!
Once the lights got turned back on, Thomas and James were shocked to see the only thing left of both Edward and Percy were 2 piles of scrap.
Percy, Edward, no! Oh man, I thought I would never be saying this again. But I think I'm scared, Thomas. Me too, James. Run, James, run! Hurry up, James, before that ghost catches us. Will you calm down, Thomas? I mean, it's not like things could get any worse. Ah, James, it's got me!
Before the ghost could take Thomas away, James buffered up to Thomas's front buffers, and it soon became a tug-of-war between steam engine and ghost.
James, don't let go, James, please!
James tried hard to pull Thomas away, but the ghost was too strong. Then there was trouble. The coupling between Thomas and James snapped.
Thomas! James!
James was now left alone, trapped inside the castle. He was so scared that he couldn't think or speak. Suddenly, out of nowhere, coming from the darkness, another figure appeared right in front of him. This time it looked like Thomas, except his face was old and wrinkly.
Hello, James.
No! No! Stay away! Stay away! Ah! Got you, James. 2 for 2. What the Dudley? What the devil are you doing here? It's easy, James. Me and the other engines figured out your plan months ago after the year anniversary of the agency, so we flipped the script. We? Wait, does this mean everyone's alright? Yep. Alright guys, come on out. You should have seen the look on your face, James.
Who's the scaredy engine now?
I can't believe you guys. How the heck did you guys do all this?
We can answer part of that question, James.
Huh? Eric? Rebecca?
Yep, that's us.
What are you two doing here?
To make it short, sweet, and to the point, Thomas told me about the plan, so me and Rebecca helped by providing the special effects.
What? I can't believe this. How were you able to pull all that?
Well, the first part of the plan was that I installed trapdoors, if you may recall a couple of minutes ago. After you read the letter earlier and Duck ran towards the gates, he stopped on just the right spot. Once the lightning and thunder started to flash, my driver pulled a lever which activated the trapdoor and Duck went through it. Once there, my fireman quickly placed a pile of scrap to make you think Duck was really dead.
And it was also the same thing we did to make you think that Percy and Edward were dead for real too.
But what about Gordon, Emily and Lady? They melted!
Calm down, James. Those were wax dummies of ourselves.
You see, James, while me, my driver and fireman were laying low, my driver and fireman worked at a wax factory on the mainland, so when me and Thomas told them about the plan, when they came to see us one day, they got started the next day by making wax figures of Lady, Emily and Gordon.
And to make it look like they melted for real, I flew over the chromes of the figures and placed the device, the heat, melt things instantly that Finn lent to me. Finn even let me try it on the suits for the very first time.
The jetpack was how Dudley could easily fly, and Finn even modified the suit to make it be invisible, which explains how Dudley was able to disappear while he was engulfing Thomas, Henry and Toby earlier.
But I don't understand. Why did you all do this just to scare me?
Because some of us were getting sick and tired of you teasing and making fun of us. So we came up with our own way on getting you back after my driver overheard your plan months ago.
And it was the perfect opportunity on planning it here at the castle. I hoped you learned your lesson here about teasing other engines here, James.
Oh, believe me, I've learnt my lesson here. I just can't tell you did this just for me. Even with the ghost train and bats and stuff.
Huh? What are you talking about, James?
You know, the holographic ghost train that looked just like both Thomas and Eric that attacked me? And the mechanical bats swooping down and flying around me. Wow! That sounds awesome! Did you two also do all the special effects too, Rebecca?
I don't think we did, Dudley. Although those effects would actually be cool for a Halloween party.
Yeah, that would be freaking sweet!
Maybe you must have been so scared you must have imagined that part, James.
No, I didn't.
Haha, nice try, James.
Ah, well. Oh, maybe we should just forget about it and just head back to Tidmouth Sheds.
Yeah, you got that right. Come on, everyone, let's get out of here.